not just along for the ride. But yeah, just really so important to acknowledge that. Really cool even seeing some of the families and the mothers in these walls. But and the second thing, and we can get into some more tactical and some of the football stuff, but what's really important to our team today was a shutout victory, that we were able to keep a clean sheet, which was really important and meant a lot to our team. So proud of the team for that, and then of course with a victory.
Okay, we'll go in the room. Daniel, would you like to start?
Chris, this is the first time Temwell's got on the score sheet this year, but also, at least for me, it was the first game that Temwell really looked like the Temwell Chewinga that we'd seen over the last couple of years. What about the way you guys went about it made the game set up for her in the way that she was as dangerous as she was today?
Listen, from everything that I understand, the best is still yet to come. But today, she was dangerous. She was playing in the central areas. We forced a lot of turnovers, and that was part of the plan. But it's usually part of the plan. So it was great to see her getting on the score sheet. Her first goal of the year comes in bunches there. It's her first, I believe it's her first hat trick. First hat trick for the club, I think, and then even in the league. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but yeah. So it's great when the players get to score. I mean, even from a workload standpoint, and that was the goal today. We had a certain amount of minutes, but we're also looking at some of the workloads, looking for the high intensity running, sprint distance, and when that stuff is right, she can really get, do her thing, which she did. So, yeah, great day for her and the players that were getting her the ball and players that were forcing those mistakes. And we thought her, you can almost throw Coop in that mix, almost good for 2 or 3 today herself, and you can see things are heating up.
And then you mentioned the start to last game that you really liked. This one, again, seemed like you guys jumped out all over them, but especially in the second half, kind of put this game to bed. Maybe not so much if you want to talk about the first half, you can, but the second half, you get those 2 goals right away, but it just seemed like you guys really snuffed out any chance that Chicago might try and mount something in the second half there.
Well, look, we know one thing in football and life: nothing's given to you. You have to take it and you have to earn it. And as much as we think we can do certain things in this building and we put on that nice jersey, it looks nice, we have to go out there and earn that. And the margins, as we've seen over these years and this year, they're thin. So we've talked a lot about sticking to a process, staying very steady, trying to get better at all the things that make us us in our DNA. And one of the big things about the best teams in the world, women's game, men's game, is mentality, and understanding that as much joy and fun we have around here, that to meet the demands of the best games comes from opening whistle. And our intensity and our football relies on energy. So having quick starts, and this was a big talking point today, this fast start, as it was very businesslike in Carolina, which we told the team even this morning. We won that game in Carolina in that first half with the mentality and the way we stepped on the pitch. So this has to become, maybe raise that bar, reset that line of what the beginning of games should look like.
And we'll ask as we go around just to state your name and your outlet before you ask your question. Go ahead.
PJ Green, Kansas City Star. Coach, you talk about, y'all wanting to come out and play fast and do things like that. Just for you to get that clean sheet under your belt, also your first in this league, just how do you evaluate that, and how do you just kind of take what you saw today and just want to keep it moving?
Listen, you say that. For Chris Armas, that's not I want to coach a team that has solutions for all that the games present. When we have the ball, when we don't have the ball, up a goal, down a goal, like that, players have solutions. I have my to-do list and things that are important to me, but we're a stingy team. We're a prideful team. We think our defending we have a great defenders, but the mindset and mentality to put out a shutout, which means you got to start strong, finish strong, and we did each half, to be honest. So more importantly for me is that the team can get rewarded and that there's a real commitment to defending. Because you can see in the world of football now, we all know the best attacking still comes from good defending. At least that's how we're going to play here and force mistakes. And you can see even where we've talked a lot with many of you in the room about trying to improve our habits on the ball, setting up the next player, thoughtful passes, movement off the ball, structure, of course. But so now with the ball, can we be dangerous? And then against the ball, can we be dangerous? This is the most important thing for me, creating clarity of how we do things.
And then just with Croy, obviously her leaving early, want to get an update on that. But also just seeing her play today, looks like she was kind of everywhere, just being very commanding on the pitch. Just was that kind of an emphasis for her? And just what was the emphasis for her?
Listen, she's a player that thrives, I believe, with structure and needing us to kind of say, okay, in this system with wingers that are fast and Ali Sentner that can do some different things and operate underneath without putting too many restrictions on where she can go, because she's creative. So we try to say, we really want her up the pitch. We call that seam 2, that space in between their midfield and back line, and she can just float, and we say swimming in those spaces where then she can get on the ball and then the magic can happen. Now, she can also come lower at times to get on the ball and help build attacks, but we try to give her a framework to operate within and to stay closer to goal, closer in the middle of the pitch, and that's what I think we saw. But she's a creative player. Physically, she's fine. She took a knock, but she's good. No issues there.
And with Casey Current Radio. Congratulations, huge win, huge performance. How much confidence do you have seeing the game changers come into the match and keep the level and keep the quality and the entries into the box, specifically with this being a pretty busy month?
It's important, really important, Jillian. I know who you are, by the way. It's important. It's a long season. There's lots of games. We believe in our roster. We believe in young players. We're trying to now imagine at the same time as pushing Temwa's minutes, keep the intensity minutes there, Coop low. We're trying to do this, but also to get the minutes for some of the other players. And it's nice to see, of course, we know that Hallie Hopkins can do a job, but Amelia White, Penelope, Katie Scott gets out there. Ellie Bravo Young, she's still so important here, although she didn't start this game, and I wish I could make more subs, to be honest. But with different competitions, with a long season, we want to be fresh when it matters most. But also we got to keep bringing players along and put them in. There's nothing better than real time minutes. So a big part of how we look at it.
And I know that your wife is going to be here for Mother's Day. Did you get to surprise her?
No. He did not. He's a bad son. No. With a bad father teaching him. He didn't, and it didn't work out with the flights. He's got the best mother in the world, I'll tell you that, both my boys. So nice shout out to my wife, who's doesn't cut any corners in life, but as a mother, my gosh, how lucky they are, and I am. And is she the second best mother? Because my mother comes in first.
Ooh, don't get into that. Don't.
Okay,
don't do
right.
that. Don't do that.
Love you, Mom.
Don't do that.
Love you, Mom. Yeah.
Tom Persley, Shea Butter FC. Friday, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Friday, I asked you if you thought that there was a measure of revenge that the players kind of were taking into this match. And you said you didn't necessarily see that, but you would appreciate that in your team, that level of bite. Is that the kind of level of bite that you saw in the match for all 90 minutes today?
I just saw, we've talked a lot about mentality monsters. I don't know if that sounds juvenile. It comes from me. But that as much as we love tactics and X's and O's and some of this stuff, in my opinion, if you overvalue that and your team's not ready for a fight and doesn't have grit, then you can't win football games regularly. You can't come from behind the way we did a few times this year. After a road trip that was really tough, you kind of fall into the different areas. I think mentality was the key, that we stepped on the field and we could meet the demands straight away. Before the game, it comes up in the huddle. Yeah, a little bit of that. Revenge. Let's go. We owe them one. As a professional athlete, different things motivate you. Different things motivated me when I was a footballer. As a coach, I'm thinking about 3 points, sticking to our game plan, having a good start, set pieces, all those things. It's not a revenge for me. However, when players can use any little motivation, that's a good thing. if it gives you a little edge, you're always looking for edges in this to sway the margins.
And then obviously it's great to score 3 goals, but it seemed like the woodwork seemed to be an opponent of yours today. I would assume that there might be some finishing drills happening this week.
There will be, because there always is. There's not much we do that's not around goal. When we're attacking, we're defending. We're working on it all the time. For me, I carry zero frustration from players that don't execute and score goals or make the extra pass. Or it's all about repping. You know, if they're not learning, I'm not teaching. If they're not scoring, we can do more as coaches to put them around goal, put them in these situations. So that'll happen, continue to happen. I can tell you this: if you look at any box score, I'm not sure you'll see a 4xG often in any league. We created a lot of chances. Most of our shots were on goal. Most were from that goal zone, 18 by 20 in front of the goal. That's the training we do to manufacture goals. They're not just happening. We're high pressing. We're mid blocking. We're getting closer to goal, shot distance, like that extra pass type of thing. So yeah. Back to work. We have a lot of work to do. I can promise you that. The game's already on my computer. I'll be cutting film. My wife goes to sleep on Mother's Day tonight.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
All right, everyone, welcome back in. Same reminder for everyone on Zoom, please use the raise your hand function and we'll let you ask your question. We have Michelle Cooper and Tem Washawinga. Let's start off in the room, though, with Daniel Sperry. Go ahead.
Do you need me to say name and outlet?
Yes, please.
Daniel
Thank you for
Sperry,
being
Kansas
professional.
City Star. Both of you, congrats on the performance tonight. Temwa, for you, hat trick. It's the first in regular season play for the club, but I don't know how many hat tricks you've had in your career, but that is your first with the team. One, how many hat tricks have you had in your career?
I don't know because I don't count. So, but in NWSL, it is the first hat trick. So, yeah.
It was your first couple minutes of the game. You get your first goal of the year. How did it feel to kind of see the ball hit the back of the net in as many times as it did today?
It's so amazing because we've got Cooper today and Both giving me a lot of balls today. So I really appreciate for Cooper and my teammate gave me a lot. So I'm really happy. I scored a trick, the first hat trick in NWSL. So I'm really happy.
For you, I know maybe you probably wish you could have had a couple more there with off the bar and off the post. Just what was clicking with the offense today? Because it really felt like the ball movement, player movement, all the timing, everything was there.
Yeah, I was asked earlier today actually about the last time we played Chicago, and I think that we knew we had to take it to them this time. And last time we were still trying to find our footing. Croy just got there. There were a bunch of moving pieces still, people coming back from injury. And now we've really settled in, and I think you're going to start seeing that throughout the season. Last year, obviously, we automatically clicked and did something that people aren't able to do nowadays. So for us, we're going to get back in the rhythm, and that's exactly what we're doing now.
Yes, Corey was really pulling the strings a lot there for everybody. I mean, just what was it like to kind of see that and kind of know that she was picking out those moments for where the right danger was for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we have great 10s on this team, and we have great forwards, 9s, everyone on this team. And for her to be able to find the tempo and find the right pass, that was literally our outlet every single time. So making sure she sits in the right pockets, and that's exactly what she did today. So like you said, we had so many chances created because of that.
PJ Green, Kansas City Star. Congrats on the dubs. For Tim Wall, for you, I know kind of picking your quality of shots has always been a thing for you, just making sure you're in the right place at the right time. Just how are you seeing that this season, especially with, scoring today?
I'm just coming back from injury, so I'm working hard I should be scoring goals. Both I play 3-4 games I didn't score, but this game was my time to score. I appreciate for Cooper and my teammate. Really give me a lot of balls to score goals. So, yeah, I'm looking forward for another game. Yeah.
And also just with Croy and just how are you seeing that connection flounder with all of y'all? And obviously it's looking great today.
Yeah, I think the connection forward is so good. Starting from back, goalkeeper, defenders, the team is so good. We're looking forward to work our mistakes next game. We're looking forward for the next game.
Michelle, I know for you, working on your crosses has been a big thing over the past few seasons. Just today, y'all were, just kind of banging them out there all over the place. Just what is it like working on that and then seeing that come to fruition?
Yeah, I do spend a lot of time working on my crosses and going 1v1. So to be able to finally see them work out, and whenever I do see them work out on the field, I'm so happy. But I think starting on the right foot was huge for us today, and that's exactly what happened. Literally, I think the first play of the game, we ended up from a corner kick because I went 1v1 and Tem had header. So a lot of good things happened, and being able to set the tone early was huge for us today.
And Carol, Casey Current Radio. Congratulations, huge performance. Timwa, you kind of took your hat off at the celebration. Was that to anyone in particular?
No, that celebration just come across. She just tell me do this one, so I just go to do it.
Okay. Did you see Mahomes take his hat off to you?
No, I didn't saw it, but when I went on Instagram, I just saw it. The post.
Yeah.
So I said, wow. Okay.
That's pretty cool, right?
Two goats.
Yeah.
Two goats.
2 goats. I love it. Congratulations again. And Coop, just from your perspective, Alyssa Nair was trying so hard to cut down that space from the jump, I think.
Yeah.
How did you guys adapt to it, and then how did you finally get past her?
Yeah, I think first half I had kind of a similar situation, and she came out and cheated so hard, and I think my ball was a little lifted, so the second time around I was try to get on the ground as much as I can, because then at that point she can't necessarily catch it. She kind of has to tip it, and that's exactly what happened, which Tema scored, thank God. So can't complain. It all worked out in the end.
Tom Persley, Shea Butter FC. Michelle, you talked about the last time that you played Chicago, that you knew that in this match you really needed to bring it to them. On Friday, Kayla kind of said that the match left a bad taste in the mouth, and I asked Coach Armas if there was a level of wanting revenge, and he kind of played it down, but said that if that was the case, he kind of liked that bite from his team. What was the tone in the locker room, knowing that this was the second time that you were playing this team?
Yeah, I think we love being at home first. So being able to play any team at home is going to be huge for us, and we have all of our fans behind us all the time here, which it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think there definitely was a bit of a sting because we know we're better and we know we could have put out a better match than we did when we were in Chicago. A lot of factors into that, but that doesn't make an excuse. So being able to bring it to them, like I said today, and every single action that we had, it was always us. That's really going to make the difference, and hopefully we can continue that on throughout the season.
And then, Timwa, you said that you don't typically count how many hat tricks that you score. Was this an introduction that you're in the race for the Golden Boot this season?
I'll answer yes. You don't have to say anything. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Have one. How does that sound?
Okay,
Go ahead.
We're gonna ask about the third goal there because that one, just the tiki-taka passing, the build-up.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, how did you see it? And then for you on your run and kind of timing when she was gonna flip that ball over the top, just kind of both of you could kind of walk us through that goal there.
Yeah, I think we've talked a lot about me being able to come inside sometimes too, not only just being isolated going 1v1, but finding those opportunities to come in. And Bailey looked up and I wasn't as wide, so she knew like it was there. It was only to my feet. That was the only ever option. And I always know Tem was going to be there. Like she's there 10 out of 10 times. It's not right place, right time. She's there every time, and that's why she's scoring as much as she does. So I knew she was going to be there.
Yeah, by the end of the day, I think to trust your teammate is important because I trust, like, no matter what, she'll put the ball there. So I should just learn, I should go there. So yeah, it worked out.
Hey.
For both of y'all, obviously you're kind of playing catch up the table, trying to gather all the points you didn't get earlier this season. But the joy has always been there. The joy is always here, just in this locker room throughout the past few seasons. Just have y'all found where that is, and just how does that continue just throughout everything that goes on?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a trust the process kind of thing. Like we know that last season was huge for us, but like we can't necessarily rely on that. But with that being said, yes, the joy is always going to be here, and I think that's always going to be the base of this team and the culture and just the way that we function, not getting down on ourselves even when we do lose points, still focusing on the next game and knowing that every single one counts. So yeah, I think the joy is honestly like the base of it, and that's what carries us through every single thing. Being friends with everyone, having good connections, inside jokes, all of it, that's honestly what carries us through the harder times or the times we aren't getting points when we know we should be.
Michelle, Temwa, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not going to stay for long, I guess.